All right, guys, welcome to today's live session. We'll be starting off in just a little bit of time. Just give us a minute. I'll be taking out some time to just give freedom for more people to join us. Right. So the next, this is already two. This is already 3 minutes after two, rather. All right. So by 6 minutes after two on the dot, we will be kicking off officially. 6 minutes after two on the dot, we will be kicking off officially. If you're just joining us, welcome. We'll be kicking off exactly 2 minutes past six. Sorry, about exactly 6 minutes past two, rather. All right, exactly 2:06 p.m. We'll be kicking off. All right, we're just giving up a little bit of time for those who are not here right now to, have the freedom to join in still, and then we'll be kicking off into what we have, for this video. I would have loved to play us some little blues or some soft jazz to just set the mood. But there won't be need for that. All right, so exactly 1 minute left, and then we will be kicking off. Exactly one more minute, and then it will be go, go, go. Uh, Dollars had a lot of fun this week. Yeah, I think it's something we can say. Dollars had its fun this week. All right, guys, it is exactly 6 minutes past two. We'll be kicking off right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another market review session or live trading session, rather, with Easy FX Academy. All right, we do this every Thursday. All right, and we do this because we know that during the course of the week, all right, if you follow us from our market review sessions, you'll be able to take up some trades, you'll be able to make some profits. But towards the end of the week, all right, you might just need those very, very short trades that you just be able to take up profits from, just something for the weekend and stuff like that. All right, just small money to buy some suya, small money to maybe buy some milk, just some enjoyment flexing type of stuff. All right. So that's one reason why we have this type of sessions. All right. So another reason why we have this session is to just answer questions. All right. So one thing that we'll be doing, if you have questions that are on your mind, maybe questions about the market, something that you don't understand well, or just any commodity or any pair you love for us to probably take a look at together and just analyze together and see what we exactly expect that commodity or pair to do, you can just drop them in the chat box right now. All right, so that being said, I'll be kicking off exactly right now. Let's just quickly take a look at what I have here for DXY. Give me a minute. All right, so this is what we have on DXY right now. Let me just go up to the 4 hour time frame to make that a little bit better. All right, and on DXY right now, we've seen that finally, after a while, we've broken below this previous resistance. This was around 103.876. All right, though I was expecting DXY to be bullish during the course of the week, I think we got that play out just a little bit, but unfortunately, due to not unfortunately anyway, there's nothing unfortunate in this. All right, due to just some reasons, we got to see that price still gave us that drop. All right, now continuing, what can we expect from DXY? Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want us to have an idea of what exactly we expect the dollar to do. All right, because most people trade more dollar pairs. All right, though we'll be looking at other pairs. All right, but I want us to just have an idea of what we expect dollar to do, between today and tomorrow, and then we can just look at some currency pairs together and then just move from there. All right, so for DXY, I think it's very possible if we get to see this candle, this current bullish candle, all right, closing below, or sorry, closing above 103.876, this last candle that you're just seeing here, all right, that will close in about, this is on the 12-hour time frame, so it will close in about an hour plus or so, or if probably on the 4-hour time frame or any time frame you're on. If we get to see that candle close above, then it is very likely that we'll get to see price move all the way up to somewhere around here. Sorry. So I'll give us just two zones, or two areas rather, where I'll be expecting, dollar to move towards if I get to see a break um, out of this area. So somewhere around here. All right. So that being said, oh, wonderful. I've seen what we can just use directly. Let me just delete this. All right. So this will be the zone. In that wise, this will be the zone that we will be looking at. All right, which will become a pivot where we got to see price acting as, or this zone acting as a support, then breaking below that. All right, coming back to act, as a resistance. All right, so yes, so let's look at let's look at what would happen in this line. So I think we can still be expecting the US dollar to drop a bit. I think during the course of the market review, I was still mentioning that I had a zone marked out that was quite far away. This is on the daily time frame. All right, this is as far as between 103.023 and 102.673. All right, so this is on a daily time frame anyway. So I think for the meantime, we can just expect, give me a minute, we can just expect dollar to still gain a little bit of strength. All right, so something towards this end. Give me a minute. All right, something towards this end. Then we get to see price, drop more from there. All right, so basically I have this zone marked out here. Let me just give us the coordinates for those who have for those of us who look at DXY also. All right, so this is around 104.189 and 104.029. All right, I'll come again, 104.189 and 104.029. That is the current supply zone that I'm expecting us to get sales of on DXY. I think some brokers do allow people to trade the DXY as a commodity. All right, so if you're able to do that, also if you're able to get your own conferences, then I think this is a very, very nice trade to enter. All right, you can see that price will break out or break above this this support here, this previous support here. All right, price will break there. All right, come into this zone. All right, which you can see is a pivot. All right, before it gets to that zone, it will have recovered liquidity from the fair value gap left behind. All right, then we can get a sell. I think alternatively, I'm seeing other things we can work with. All right, but I think for the week, or for this week rather, I think this is looking more prominent. All right, because again, there are other fair value gaps or inefficiencies or whatever you'd like to call them left behind that still look interesting for us. All right, and we can just possibly keep an eye on them. All right, so this is what I'm expecting on DXY between today, Thursday, and possibly tomorrow, Friday also. All right, so that being said, let's just go into some commodities together. And then if you have any commodities, or if you have any currency pairs you love for us to look at together, please feel free to drop them in the chat box and we will look at them together. All right, together forever, under the weather. I've already forgotten the remaining part of that. All right, so don't mind me. All right, so let's look at gold quickly. Everybody's favorite. All right, the dreaded gold, so to speak. Cannot be dreaded for me, Sha. Rains Agro Farms and Services, gold. Yes, I knew that somebody was going to call gold very soon. Gold is everybody's favorite. So we're looking at that. I don't know if this is a SAR or MA, but yes, we're looking at that. All right. So let's just go. Let me go down to the 1 hour. We go on to the 1 hour 30 minutes. All right. So usually during our sessions like this, especially on Mondays, all right, we prefer to look at a larger time frame. All right. So we'll go up to the daily or the 4-hour time frame to get a bias that we know will last at least throughout the course of the week. All right, so that's what we usually do. But doing sessions like this, we can just go down to probably 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and just have an idea of what exactly we expect to happen on those commodities. All right, so this is gold, and currently I have this supply zone marked out. It's very, very simple, really. I've seen that price already broke above this high here. Sorry, give me a minute. Let me quickly mark it out for us to see clearly. All right, we had that little break. Yeah, all right. For those of you who are ICT traders, I guess this might make some level of sense to you. We got to see price break above this. All right, then we got to see price break below this. All right, and then we got to see price So we got to see price make this high, all right, that was higher than this previous item. We got to see price make this low, which was higher, lower rather than this previous low. All right, then we got to see price still move up a little bit. Now, I think preferably for me, this would still be a plausible sell. All right, though the way I'm looking at the movement of gold now, is making me feel like, you know, we might have just missed our chance on this. All right, this zone was around 2480.00 and 2476.24. All right. Oh, the price is actually moving. I think we can actually say that that zone probably has already gone. All right. But all the same, let's see what we can, or let's see what we should be looking out for to happen on gold. I think currently my bias on gold is bearish. Reason being that we can see that price has already given us that sort of movement. All right. So we want to see price break below above a high, or make it higher high, then make a lower low than the previous low. All right. Then we got to see price come up. All right. I think this was just this was acted from, all right, the 61. Oh, sorry. I was using this. This was acted around the 61 region, all right, on our Fibonacci. Again, I think one thing I usually love doing, especially for my style of trading, is to use the Fibonacci. It's a very, very great tool. And I think I would advise also that if you can, all right, be able to use it also. All right. So yes, this was around, you know, between the 61.8 and the 76.4 region on our Fibonacci, and we got that sell. All right. Alternatively, this could have been you know, your supply zone. All right. This could have been someone's supply zone here. All right. So all the same, I think we are still watching out for that sell to continue on gold. I think from a daily or from the 4-hour time frame, I'm still watching out for gold to keep selling. So let's see, can we get up on possible re-entries? Let's go down to the possibly 30 minutes or 15-minute time frame. Okay. Price is currently breaking below here. So let me just quickly mark out one or two things for us here. So price is breaking below this. And then we should see price breaking below this also. So I think it's safe for us to say we should still be watching out for, you know, gold to still drop as far down as here. Sorry, give me a minute. I think I need a sip of water. All right, so I'm back now, sorry. All right, so for gold, I think we can still watch out for gold to still possibly drop as far as this is around 2451.67. All right, so let me see. I'm actually looking for re-entries, all right, for the sell. Now, please know that these are just scalp trades, something that you can take in few hour time or few hours, and you know, just maybe enter now and then, you know, close out before maybe evening or whatever, you know, just something like 4, 5 hours, 6 hours. The trade should, you know, reach where it is supposed to get to. All right, so I'm really not seeing anything that I think would be, because this move seems to have started and it's not giving me. Oh, okay. All right. Again, let me just quickly mark out this for us to see. All right. So this is a fairly familiar pattern for some of us. All right, this looks like a head and shoulder pattern here. And I think that being said, we should, all right, for me, that is more or less a stronger confirmation for the sell. All right, then if that is the case, then I'll be watching out for gold to still sell, possibly somewhere as far as here. So this is between 2435.50 and 2429.55. All right, that'll be where I'm watching out for gold to still reach in its current movement. Let me just have some markings also that I'm seeing that looking quite interesting, quite possible. Yes, so for me, if I'm going to wait for a re-entry, I think right where we are right now, I'll first watch out for price to break around here, or break below this. All right, so this would be around 2457.67. All right, so I would love to see the body of a candle close there. All right, then possibly I'll be able to measure out, you know, that range using my Fibonacci, or I would use or I would use this. All right, let's work with this for now. Yes, or I would use this. This is around 2460.64. All right, so let me just explain what I'm saying. Let me just draw out the pattern, or the path rather, for what I'm just saying right now. This is what I'm expecting to happen. Currently, prices still drop. This line, all right, break below this, come as far as this again. All right, then we get a sell. For me, I'm watching out for sell entries from around 2460.64. All right, so I'm watching out for sell entries for somewhere around there. If you would prefer me to give you a range, all right, I think a range would be around 2460.32 and 2461.92. All right, 2460.32 and 2461.92 or so. All right, that will be a range. Let me just draw that up on my chart for you to see. All right, so somewhere around here. All right, so I'll just watch out for price to break, below this zone, which is looking like it's already going to do. Then we'll get to retest of that zone, and then we get to continue our sell. So again, let me just give us the coordinates again. 2460, preferably 2460.35 and 2461.92. All right, that'll be my current zone to watch out for sales of gold. All right, if I get to see that zone being broken. Again, if I get to see that zone being broken. All right, so I hope that is clear for gold. All right, let's look at other pairs together. Again, if you have any commodities or any currency pairs you love for us to look at together, please do feel free to drop them in the chat box, and we will look at them promptly. All right, so let me just go down to go down to the USD card. Let's see if we have anything interesting here. I have something that I'm looking at on GU, so I'll show that to us in a bit. All right, so let's look at what we have on USD card right now. All right, so let me go up to the daily time frame first. Let's start from there. All right, so basically what we're doing is what is referred to as top-down analysis. Rains, agro farms and services, GBP USD. Yes, we are going to touch that. I don't know why you're calling the currency pairs that I've already said I'm going to touch today. I just eating the nail on the head. All right, so that's good. Let's just quickly look at USD card, and we'll go to GU. Possibly we can look at maybe G card or GA, any one of those. All right, so on USD card right now, we can see that currently price is looking locally bearish. All right, by locally, let me help us with that. Let me show you what I mean. All right, so you understand what I mean when I say locally. All right, something towards this end. All right. However, we've seen that this is a very, very interesting pattern. I think this is what is referred to as a wedge. For those of us who are really, really conversant with candlesticks patterns and all of those. So currently what I'm expecting is for price to give me a minute, please. Let me go. Let's use the 2-hour time frame for this. Would that be better? No. Let me just go to the daily time frame and show us that better. All right, wonderful. So this is what I'm expecting to happen on UCAD right now. All right, for us to have a continuation towards the downside, possibly breaking this current trend line that it is on, or currently possibly rather breaking this trend line that it is currently on. So for me, let's see if we can look for entries on that. Let's see if we can look for entries on that. All right, so I actually want to be very, very careful with this. We've seen that price has actually given us a break and retest of a trend line here already. All right, so I'm watching out for the in fact, it has done that twice. All right, so this was the initial break here around here. Let me just mark that up better for us to see. This was the initial break around here. We got to see that retest, and then we got to see a sell. We got to see another break, all right, around here. All right, and then a second retest for this buy. All right, so definitely, of course, there you can see that there's a fair value gap here that prices as is demand zone for the buy. All right, so let's just watch out for this to give us an entry for the sell. Let me go down possibly to the 1 hour, the 30 minutes time frame, and see if we can look at something that would be feasible for us to work with. think currently I'm just going to be very, very watchful on this. I won't give us a zone on this right now. All right, but all the same, I think I will be a bit bearish on USD CAD. I won't really give us an entry right now because the points I'm looking at for entries really are fairly risky. Fairly anyway, no risk, no reward. That's what they used to say. But if you go and carry risk and the risk chop you. Okay. Yeah, there's something that the AGI say, they'll tell you go hard or go home until you go too hard and then you actually have to go home. All right, so just let's be watchful of this. Though I'm very, very skeptical about this. I am still very, very skeptical about this. All right, so this would be what I'm watching out for on USD CAD. So a drop from around which is already it's very, very close to this, around 1.36903 and 1.36857, 1.36903 and 1.36857. So I'm watching out for possible drop, all right, from there on USD CAD. All right, so this is GBP USD, Rains Agro Farms and Services. All right, this is the chart of GBP USD. I already have, this setup already marked out here, which I hope should play out between today and tomorrow. All right, so let me just give us the zones quite easily for this. This is around 1.29619 and 1.29515. I'll come again, 1.29619 and 1.29515. All right, that is currently my demand zone on GBP USD, where I'm watching out for the possibility of us having just a a short 1:3 scalp on GBP USD. All right, so by all means, please practice proper risk management before taking all of these, and make sure that all of these trades are or they align with your confluences depending on how you trade. Right. So again, my entry would be around, let me just give us the coordinates for that also. So my entry will be around 1.29626. My stop loss will be around 1.29382, and my take profit will be around 1.30454. I'll come again, my entry will be around 1.29626, stop loss around 1.29382, and my take profit around 1.30454. All right, so I hope that is clear for GBP USD. I hope that is clear for GBP USD. All right, so again, if you have any commodities you would love for us to look at in the chat box, if you have any commodities you love for us to look at, please drop them in the chat box and we will promptly look at them together right now. All right, so for just the sake of this video, possibly we'll just look at one or two more commodities or one or two more pairs, and then we can call it a session. All right, we can call it a session. I have this one marked out on GAPAD, but I'm very, very much skeptical about it. Let's see before we come back to that. All right, let's see. I think I have something else marked out on AU. All right, so again, if you're able to join us for our market review session, we talked about the fact that we're expecting AUD USD to be bearish during the course of the week. We got to see that play out quite well, though we got to see a lot of funny ranging type of movements or choppy type of movements on lower time frames. All right, but we still got to see that play out well. Currently price is reacting slowly and what's the word I should use? Forcefully. All right, this current zone is forcing price towards the downside. You can see that price has actually struggled to break above it. All right, you can see that we had one, all right, touch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, multiple touches. I don't even want to count. All right, so let's see. Let me quickly drop a little bit of give me a minute, please. I just need to draw out what I am seeing here. What's going on? That's better. All right, so something towards this end. I think from where we are right now, we should be able to take up some cells till around 0.67166. All right, so this would be what I'm watching out to happen on AU up to this point. All right, so something towards this end. Yeah, so something towards this end. So I think if I get to see price, this is on the what time frame? This is on the 15 minutes right now. All right. So if you're able to see price break, so I'll just be giving us entries based on just simple break and retest off of this. All right. So something towards this end will suffice. Let me delete this and redraw it. Yeah, so if I get to see something towards this end, then this will be, my stop loss. Oh, sorry, my take profit rather. All right, so my entry for this will be around 0.67301. And for this, I think you can just put your stop loss right above this place here, or this region here. Okay, I should talk about Euro, Ibrahim Mohammed, GBP, JPY. All right, we'll do that in a bit also. Give me a minute. Let me just quickly mark out what I'm seeing here on AU. All right, so I'll just wait for price to break below 0.67301. All right. Once I get to see price break below there and then come back towards that support for a retest, then I'll be taking my entry from around there, and then my stop loss would be around 0.67327, 0.67327. Yes, all right. And then my take profit would just be around 0.67166, 0.67166. All right, let's quickly look at GBP, JPY. Rains Agro Farms and Services. You said you talk about Euro. What Euro pair exactly are you talking about? Is it Euro USD or Euro GBP or Euro JPY or Euro AUD or Euro CAD or Euro NZD or Euro CHF? There are plenty like that. All right, so just clarify that for me. What Euro pair exactly are you talking about? All right, so while I expect your reply, let's quickly look at GBP, JPY together. All right, so let's quickly look at GBP, JPY together. And I think one thing I'm watching out for on GJ for the meantime is surprisingly, we're getting to see GJ actually be bearish, all right, during, I think, for the last few weeks, all right, even though we've been seeing some level of strength on BXY, all right, even though we've been seeing that movement on BXY, I've also seen strength on JPY basket. All right, so let's see, this is where I'm looking out currently for a sell off to happen from. These are around 205.69, 205.691 and 205.166. I'll come again. 205.691 and 205.166. All right, that will be where I'll be watching out for this sell. All right, so what that means is that I'm watching out, I'm waiting, or I'll be waiting rather for price to still come up a bit towards this end, and then we get our sell off. Sorry, give me a minute. Okay, Range, you said I said I have something for us on Euro. Really? Really? All right. I don't even remember saying that, but we'll look at some Euro pairs anyways. All right, so this is what I'm looking out for on GJ right now. So this zone, I think I already gave the coordinates to this zone. All right, this is around 205.961 and 205.166. So you can use that for your entry and stop loss, and then your take profit can just be somewhere possibly around here. This is around 202.503. All right, just all. So let me just use this as well, but watching out for that TP. All right, so this will be around 202.608. So I hope that is clear. Ibrahim Mohammed Nijida. I hope I pronounced your name well. All right, so that's what I'll be expecting. That is what rather I'll be expecting on GBP, JPY. All right, in the coming days, possibly between today and tomorrow. Let's quickly look at NZD card. All right, Rains Agro will come to your end very soon. I promise. I promise. You've already given us two, so we'll come to your end very soon. Let's quickly look at NZD card. All right, that's for game on. Game on, I know you are. I know you are. All right, so let's look at NZD card. All right, and this is what I'm currently seeing on NZD card. Allow me to mark this out also. Let's see what we're seeing right now on the daily time frame. Okay. All right, so currently we're seeing price move or reacting from here, all right, which is it's a fair order block, all right, it's a fair enough valid order block. This is quite large too. All right, so this is between 0.82471 in case you just want to check that on your chart. All right, 0.82471 and 0.82037. All right, that's where we're currently seeing this buy reaction happening from on NZD card. I think it is still safe for us to watch out for sales overall, but all right, I have this. I have this already. This zone already marked out. All right, we break and retest. I should have people taking this trade already. I think I already missed this. Let me just go down. I think that's on the 1 hour, the 30 minutes time frame that I saw that. Possibly on the 30 minutes. I can't find the exact candle, the region I used. All right, so I think what we can watch out for to happen on NZD card right now will be something towards this end. Give me a minute, please. All right, so I think we can just watch out for something towards this end to happen on NZD card. If at all we get to, to see price move from there. Either way, either we get to see price, go as far up as that, all right, or we just get to see price drop. And then we'll continue for that sell from where we are right now. That is what I am watching out for on NZD card. Let me see if I can give us something a bit clearer to work with for this pair. All right. I'm trying to think of the exact reason why I marked out this region. For some reason, I can't quite figure out why exactly I marked out that region. Anyways, so yes, this is what I'm watching out for to happen on NZD card. I'm watching out for sales to happen on NZD card because I still have, or we still have a large area to cover below. All right. And what I mean by that is that we have liquidity that hasn't been touched at all left behind towards the downside. All right, around here. So liquidity from this low, liquidity from this fair value gap. All right, and price is definitely going to want to move towards that end. So I'm watching out for that. We've seen that price has not broken above any of these previous highs. Or I've seen that even though price this was the new lower low that price made, all right, but this current high, all right, hasn't broken above this year. Sorry, just give me a minute. Let me mark that out. It didn't break above this year. It didn't also break above this year. All right, so I think it's still safe for us to say we're watching out for NZD card to continue bearish. All right, so I think from where we are right now, if I just get to see, let me go down again to the 1 hour time frame. If I just get to see price possibly, come up as far as, I feel like if I go down to the 15 minutes or the 5 minutes, I'll get, a more streamlined entry, which I think I have already seen. Give me a minute, please. All right, so we can just watch out for, I have a lot of lines on my chart, so that's confusing. Let me just delete some of them. Let's use this. Let's see how this will play out. So I'm very skeptical about this, but let's see how this will play out. All right, so this is one entry on NZD card. All right, this is around 0.83197 and 0.83166. 0.83197 and 0.83166. All right, so that will be watching. That will be my watch out zone or my point of interest exactly on NZD card. All right, so if I get to see price coming as far up as that, then definitely that would work. All right, we'll get to see price take out the liquidity from this high. Sorry, give me a minute. Yes, so this works for me. So get the price, take out the equity from this high, come up into the zone, then we get to see our drop from there. And for me, this would be very, very, I might be tempted. Let me not say I might want to. I might be tempted to hold this for quite some time still. All right, so maybe up to this point. Maybe up to somewhere around here. All right, so this is around 0.82474. All right, so 0.83197, 0.83166, and that'll be for the entry and the stop loss rather. And then my TP will be around 0.82747. So something towards that end. All right, so I hope that is clear for NZD card game on. So yes, for euro, let's see what euro pair exactly should we look at. I said I had something for us on euro and I forgot which of the euro pairs exactly I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Should we check euro AUD? I think I have a trade running on euro AUD. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Now this trade exactly was something that I don't want to use the word tormented. It was very, very frustrating. When for like 2 weeks, price is in that zone, moving up and down, coming back to retest the zone like 200 times. All right, so let's see what we can watch out for. Straight away, I can see this gap. So this might be just a broker thing. I can see this gap and I'll be watchful for it. All right, I think for this, let me just give us a fairly simple entry for this. All right, this would be, oh, wonderful. I just saw this too. Put down to the 2 hour time. Let me see if we can mark that out if it's better. All right, so this will be my initial zone for us to get a continuation or a possible re-entry for the buy on Euro AUD. This is around 1.62025 and 1.61725. Again, 1.062025 and 1.61725. All right, that'll be what I'll be watching out for that buy to happen on Euro AUD. All right. Alternatively, I think I have now this current one I want to give right now is going to be quite far away, very, very far away. But this will just be based off of a Fibonacci zone. All right, and then I can just mark out this range. All right, but this looks very, very plausible. All right, you have this current pivot zone again between 1.62025 and 1.61725. All right, so I'm watching out for prices to drop down rather into there, and then we get our buy continuation from there. And then for your TP, you can just use somewhere. You can use any of these highs actually for your TP, depending on your risk appetite. I think this could be a point for you to mark out your TP with. All right, this could be, sorry. I think this could be another point. Yeah, somewhere around here could be another point. So when you get your entry into here, you can either take up your TP1. Let's say your TP1 will be around 1.62850. Your TP2 would be around 1.63384. And then your TP, what's be your final TP? All right, to be around 1.63886. 1.63886. All right, so I hope that is clear for Euro AUD. All right, I think Euro AUD currently is even in that zone already. All right, so I'll just watch out for possible lower time frame confirmations before I take this, but it's looking very plausible. All right, this zone rather is looking very plausible on Euro AUD currently. All right, so I hope that is all right clear rather for today's session. I don't think I missed anybody's requests. No, I did not. Thank you very much for joining us for today's session. Please do feel free to like this video, but like it now. Now that you're on the chat or on the video, just like it. Press like. It's just a button. Thumbs up. Like the video. Comment if you have anything you'd love us to look at, possibly in our next videos or maybe even in our market review session. Please drop them in the chat section. All right, and share this video to your friends, and we will catch you in the next one. Thank you very, very much for joining, and do have a very profitable rest of the week. Bye, guys.